Hello. Today we are going to start the last chapter, chapter 12, about regression, the regression models. Um, the regression model is to predict the value of one variable of your interest. So basically, it's to predict a variable of interest. And how do we predict using other variables? So we have other variables that help us predict the variable of interest, and it's very important. And so I can tell you that at minimum 90% of economic data analysis articles use some kind of regression models. It's just the alpha and omega in economic data analysis. So you can think it as the main purpose of this course so far was to help you understand the regression model, right? And if you would like to learn more economic data analysis methods, then you have to take AECO 420 next semester or later. And AECO 420 starts from the regression model, and you are going to learn many variations of many regression models in different applications and in different setups. So one whole course is about the regression model, simply speaking, in 420. And we are going to use all the theories we have learned so far in this chapter. We will apply all of them. Estimation theory, hypothesis testing theory. So you have to understand, you have to remember what is the t-statistic, what is the p-value, what is the sampling distribution, what is the standard error. All of these guys will be used in this chapter. If you have Keller's textbook, based on Keller's textbook written by Keller, the relevant chapter is 16, and I believe there are more than one chapter about the regression model. But in this course, I'm going to just do an introductory part, so it's not a complete theory of regression models. So if you read the textbook, you may find more theories that I do not cover in this course, but still they are very important. And if you grab any statistics textbook, you will find a regression chapter. So it must be super easy to find more additional reading materials if you want. So as I said, it's super important. And like if you have taken other courses, like applied courses, and if you have seen some basic empirical results, then I guess most of them were based on the regression model. So that's the purpose of this course, and I hope you understand. Even if you cannot understand anything in this course, but I want you to listen to this chapter, because as an econ major, econ grad, you are expected to understand basic skills of regression models, how to implement this, how to interpret this. So this is the bare minimum as when you do data analysis. Okay, let's start. The first example is a little bit weird example, you may think. So we are going back to microeconomics, the very basic microeconomics, say 110, I believe. I'm not sure about the catalog number. So introductory microeconomics, you have learned two components of cost function. One is the marginal cost, and the other is the fixed cost. So let me put it this way. Let me use this example. Suppose that I sell hot dogs. I sell hot dogs at a food truck, and every day I have to pay $10 for, say, parking or water or gas. So $10 is the fixed cost. I have to pay $10 just to set up say, to set up the food truck. And the marginal cost is $2. So this is the additional cost incurred when I make an additional hot dog, like buying sausage, hot dog sausage, and buying the bun, and buying ketchups, blah, blah, blah. So then, given these two numbers, marginal cost equals $2, fixed cost equals $10, find the wrong statement. A, when I produce 5 hot dogs, total cost $20. B, if I produce one more hot dog, the total cost increases by $2. C, when I produce 10 hot dogs, the average cost is $3. D, if my budget is only $80, then I can produce up to 15 hot dogs. Is there anything wrong? 3, 2, 1. The answer is E. All of them are correct. So, but this course is not to understand, not about marginal cost and fixed cost. It is just an example. So, so in microeconomics, when you take introductory micro or intermediate micro, I believe you assume that the cost function is given. When the cost function is given, you can calculate the optimal production function, how to maximize the profit or how to maximize the revenue, and how you can derive the supply curve from there, right? Or like if you use like game theory, Nash equilibrium, you need to know the marginal cost. And other theories, all of the theories require some kind of cost function. You have to know how the cost function looks like. However, the major problem in practice is that you don't know that. What you know is, what you observe is the production and the price, which is the result of the production maximization, profit maximization problem. So using the cost function, the supplier maximizes her profit. So as a result, the price and the amount, quantity and price are realized. That's what you observe. Then, and you have to go the other way. In practice, you know the quantity, you know the price, and you know they are optimal, but they are the equilibrium. However, you don't know the cost function. So what you have to understand first is the cost function, and you have to estimate the cost function from what you observe. So, right? So in theory, you start from the parameters cost function and observe price and quantity. But in practice, you have to go the other way. You have to estimate the cost function from what you observed. And there are some additional components which were not considered in microeconomics. For example, there may be random errors like accounting error or production error, manufacturing error. There are many possible errors and many steps of production. So we allow, and we also understand that the equilibrium may not be perfect. So we allow for random errors in our analysis, in our data analysis. So in this sense, this is why economic statistics, this course 320 is a required course, a core course for econ majors. Not only important are the microeconomics and macroeconomics. Of course, they are important. They contain the main idea, main theory of economics, but without data analysis, the theory is of no use. So you cannot apply this theory at the first step because you don't know what are the utility parameters, what are the cost parameters, what are the parameters in the equilibrium. Okay, so we are going to keep this in mind. And because we don't know the marginal cost and fixed cost, and you cannot answer these questions, I gave you these statements as an example that you can calculate based on these numbers. Then, which means conversely, without knowing these, you cannot answer these questions. When I produce 5 units, what is the total cost? When I produce 10 units, what would be the average cost? So these kind of questions are important when you do business, or when you try to maximize your profit, but they are impossible to answer without estimating the cost parameters. That's what I would like to say here. This is why we are studying economic statistics. Okay, I'm going to use this example with more concrete numbers in the following video. So see you in the next video.